Okay, so as you can see from my past two top 5 movies from a specific director, I guess the cat's out of the bag on who my 2 favorites are, but my third, and I don't think I want to put a specific order on them because I think they're all solid, but this guy has made more bad movies than the other 2. But we're going to go with Guy Ritchie. So here you go. Top 5 Guy Ritchie movies. And we're going to start right off with number 5. Number 5 is his most recent movie, The Gentleman. I watched this, I don't know, maybe about a month ago, and I think I even did a review on it. And either I fucked up the footage or I deleted the footage. Something happened, but I don't think I have the review. I don't think I uploaded the review. I may have uploaded it and taken it down. I don't really remember what happened. But I think what it was is I couldn't remember any of the actors' names. I couldn't remember one actor or their character's name. So it's just like, you know, the guy with the thing who does the thing, and, you know. But that was a little bit more elaborate. I'm going to keep it broad for this one. So, yes, Matthew McConaughey, solid. He plays a drug dealer, and he's suave and fucking awesome. I don't know who his wife is in the movie, but she's fucking awesome as well. Charlie Hunnam, a.k.a. Jax Teller. For you motorcycle fans, he's our hero. Oh, fuck. Blew that. Jax Teller's in it. And he plays, he's good. I mean, I don't think he's that bad of an actor. I think he kind of, you know, I don't think he's done a bad movie. And I'm not saying he's not been in a bad movie. I don't think he was bad in any specific movie. So, there's the Jax Teller. Hugh Grant, I believe, is in it. He's a reporter, and he kind of narrates the movie with Charlie Hunnam. You know, it's one of those things where, like, he narrates 3/4 of the movie, and then the last section of the movie is played out, you know what I mean? Like, he gets you to 60% of the movie, and then the last 40% is stuff that's shown on camera. Kind of a Guy Ritchie thing, where he shows you the end at the beginning. Yeah, overall, I think it's a good picture, and if you're looking to watch something more recent that you probably haven't seen yet, I would definitely recommend that. Put it on the list. Number 4, I'm going to put the 2 Sherlock Holmes movies in as number 4. I thought they were both good. Robert Downey Jr. is, that character was made for him. It was so, I don't want to say compelling, because it was, but it's just his fast-talking, know-it-all sense. You know, it comes off really well. Rachel McAdams was acceptable, if you will. You didn't hate her. Sometimes I hate her. The bad guy, Mark Strong, was solid in the first one. The second one, I don't remember who the bad guy was. But yeah, great 2 movies. Interesting story. It can be for kids. It's not his rated R. Most of his stuff is rated R, so it's good that he kind of mixed that up a little bit. So yeah, Sherlock Holmes movies 1 and 2. Next up on the list, we're gonna go with Rock'n'Rolla. And this one, I mean, people hate it, but I really enjoyed it. I really thought it was good. You know, there's a British reviewer that I listen to once in a while. And no, he's not getting a fucking plug, kiss my ass. But he's always beating up on Guy Ritchie movies. And for some reason, and I don't know why, because I really enjoy him, but I just think he's like, oh, it makes Britain look bad. Fuck off. But yeah, Rock'n'Roller. It was a very mixed around, bopped around story. A lot of things in it just didn't make sense, or, you know, I don't want to say work, but it was a very bopped around movie where a lot of different things were going on. It was about a painting, it was about the Russians, it was about the Brits and the Russians, it was about, you know, there was like 5 different stories that were all going on. So I thought it was good. I would recommend watching it. Tons of big names in it. Jeremy Piven, Gerard Butler, Idris Elba, Mark Strong, Tom Wilkinson, I think it's Tom Wilkinson, Chris Bridges, Luda, of course, was in it. Toby Cabell, who is not a big actor, and I think he ruined his career by doing that shitty Fantastic Four movie. But yeah, overall, I would most certainly suggest watching that one. Number 2, we are going to go with Snatch. One of his earlier movies. This was like a cult classic in my mind. With all the movies I've seen of his, this is up there with one of my favorites. And in his style of movie, you know, he does his style of movie of like Snatch and Lock, Stock and Revolver, which stunk, and Rock and Rolla, which is just like it's not based on anything else, but Sherlock Holmes is based on something else. But out of this style of movie, it was one of my favorites, if not the best one of them all. Again, it's so hard to explain the whole story without doing 10 minutes on it. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. Again, big cast in that one. Everybody was good. It's very quotable. There's a lot of quotable aspects of it. The pikeys. You like dags? I like dag. Hey, dag. Tons of dags. So yeah, it's a good movie. Again, highly recommend. I say highly recommend every time I recommend a movie. It's always highly recommend. I never just recommend a movie. I highly recommend that one. Speaking of highly recommending things, number 1. I blew it. That was such a good one too. It was a good entrance into it, but I wanted to do some on mentions. So I named Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels before. That would probably be the main honorable mention. That was probably the toughest one to not put on the list. It was one of his first pictures. It was probably the hardest one to not put on the list. Some of his other stuff just hasn't been good. You know, Revolver wasn't good. And I'm trying to think of other stuff I've seen him in, but I can't think of it at the time. Fuck it. We're going right to number 1. Numero uno. We are going with Man from U.N.C.L.E. Now, I absolutely love this movie. Armie Hammer, who plays the Russian, Henry Cavill, who plays the American. I guess this was an old TV show or an old movie back in the day. Whatever it was, I wish I was alive for it because it was fucking great. The way them two interact, how they don't like each other, and how they want to fight all the time. How they operate in 2 different worlds, but they need to work together to be, you know, a team. Calculate, I guess. I don't know what the fuck it's called. You know, it was a unique story. It was, you know, a unique story. Cut that last part, Greg. It was a story that was, you know, hasn't been. It was a Bond story, but I even think it was better than the Bond movies. It was the Bond movies with, you know, 2 heroes, and I think it was better than the Daniel Craig Bonds, which I happen to really enjoy. So yes, Man from U.N.C.L.E. number 1, and that rounds off the top 5 in my humblest of opinions. So if you disagree, feel free to leave that in the comments while you're liking and subscribing. If you agree, like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, do all that fun stuff, because I want to continue to put out this content, and I want you guys to enjoy it. And I never know if those are like protesters or those are people like, come eat at our restaurant. Who knows? Yeah, I want you guys to enjoy this content. I want to keep putting the content out, and I appreciate everybody who's been watching and everybody who's been subscribing and commenting. So you guys have a good one. Bye.